Alright, glad to have you here, folks. Davis here, and today, as always, we are going to continue just chilling. Yeah, so this time around I'm going to chill for a couple of reasons. I just came back from from the city, you know, from the outside world. I've basically been hanging out. I've been basically just going for some groceries. So that's that. So yeah, that's it. I wasn't even hanging out. I was just going getting some groceries. That chilling. We are drawing and chilling right now. Which TV then? CH. Anime, because we are going to draw with anime. Manga. Digital. Art. Art. Drawing. Drawing. Art. Yeah. So we are going to just continue doing our things. Yeah. We're just going to chill. So what does it mean when we are chilling? It means very simple thing. I'm just going to draw whatever I want without any plan, and we'll see where does it go. So yeah, that's the main goal for that. Chill hub can be closed because I'm not going to use it anymore, at least for now. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to like limit the amount of things I have actually on my browser, because I've had like crap load of unnecessary tabs. So yeah, I need to get again to watch some anime and progress on some projects, because I haven't really touched Claymore again ever since that thing. I'm almost done with it. I'm almost like halfway through the anime, so the goal is for you know, not really for getting much, of course, coffee at hand. So yeah, the goal is to just draw. I'm wondering what I want to draw, because like the main stake is that Serena Tuna is actually like drawing a bunch of characters with various like density of the style of his style. So he has some more cartoonish, less cartoonish, more realistic characters, less realistic characters, you know. And I'm kind of thinking what exactly I want to go with it, because that's the thing. Hi VL, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope everyone's going. Since this is the first time around, so hope you find the coffee corner here. How are you? How have you been? Yeah. Okay, I think I have more or less an idea. Yeah. So yeah, I don't. Also, again, I don't have much of an idea really what I want to go with. I just have more or less an idea what I can do. Oh, yeah. I think of a that's the problem. I don't think of anything. I'm sorry. I just came back from the grocery, so I'm just slightly, you know, exhausted by that. Yeah, the idea. So because I want to just draw like random characters which are not going to have like anything. So like just characters that are realistic or less realistic. If it's going to be a freaking, I don't know, werewolf or angel or demon or whatever, I don't really care about that. But I think I've got more or less a nice idea for that. So I guess I can use it. Werewolf. Okay. Werewolf. Um, where's the wolf? But yeah, let me. Yeah. So. I'm going to get a Pinterest. I guess like a husky as a base would be cool. Yeah, kind of. Um. Oh, actually, this one works. Nice. Okay. Alrighty. Also, VL, how have you been? How are you? How are you feeling? Feeling good? I have also downloaded GTA 5. I'm going to record the videos. I need to like on weekend. So I'm planning on completing a lot of things this week. Like this today, right? Because on weekend I want to edit all of the videos that I've got because I've got a bunch. I've 100%ed Lego Batman because like we've recorded the series, right? And we've streamed the main series, but we didn't 100% the game. I 100% it on videos, and I want to upload those videos purely like looking into some testing, right? I thought that actually recording as I'm 100%ing it is going to help me around with finding myself out. So I'm not going to waste actual episodes that I want to like, make them look good, obviously. I'm not going to waste those episodes on tests. So I've recorded a bunch of videos that are like 100%ing of Lego Batman we've streamed, and I'm just going to learn off of those. I haven't drawn anything recently. It's alright. Sometimes break is necessary. Not everyone. Actually, I have to admit, as someone who's been drawing for a couple years in a row, so I didn't even took a break. I've been always at least making a short little doodle. I have to admit, it is quite problematic. It is because you're like I'm not allowing myself to even get the ideas. I have some. Like for example, I've made this artwork of Mori Calliope, right? I just had this idea, right? And it was like when I was just I don't know, I couldn't fall asleep, right? I've had difficulties to fall asleep, so I just been drawing this. So there are some, but I feel like I'm not as creative as I used to be. And there might be a couple things. It might be that I genuinely kind of force some of the ideas, and I'm not necessarily like just drawing for myself as much anymore. I guess, but uh, it's very complicated. It's very complicated to really go around, but it's good to take a break. I've mainly been making PNG tuber models. I will never use lately. It's okay. It's okay. The thing is that, well, maybe that's also the reason why maybe you've had issues, right? With getting yourself to draw. Because like I assume like PNG tuber models, I assume it was for clients, commissions. Try drawing something that is not a VTuber model. Just I don't know, maybe make an OC or something like this. Just anything that would work for you. And don't worry. But yeah, also maybe sometimes you just need a push. What was really helping me like the models, or you don't stream? You don't like the models or you don't stream? Oh. Mm-hmm. Also, hi Zaga, got over here. How are you? Hope everything's good. No, just for fun. The commission I have been working on lately are spell animations in pixel art for a game a friend is working on. I see, I see. That's cool. That's cool. You know, sometimes it's like a lot of things very, very like rooted in our psychology. Actually, I want to make first episode of my art tutorials about this. Like art is like actually everything is very rooted with our psychology. I always play with the idea of streaming again, but I'm not sure I ever will. Just make models for fun when I get an idea. I mean, hey, you don't have to really be a VTuber if you don't want to. Also, you can just stream drawing those things. And I have to say, from my personal experience, I when I have this feeling that I'm streaming and there are people watching me, it actually helps me a little bit more with like it's rooting this mind in the back of like this idea in the back of my head, like, hey, actually that's pretty cool. I'm streaming and I'm it helps me get things done. That's why I also like was and it doesn't even have to be that. Like I've noticed recording also has the same effect on me because like I feel like just as long as I have OBS running and it's either streaming or recording, I feel like it's like firing something off in my brain and it's like, oh, okay, I have to like do something. I have to like, I don't know, like draw, something for the sheer sake of it. So who knows, maybe actually streaming will be good for you. Also, if you don't want to like have your if you have difficult situation of having your voice running, a lot of artists on YouTube are actually silent. They're streaming or making speed paints and they don't really say a word. Like Woolop, for example. Right? This person is not talking throughout their entire videos and they are just posting speed paints. That's cool. Might work. It's all just with us, right? Like what helps you to like unwrap, because I do think that also things are kind of like, oh, we are wrapped in something. Hi Ryan, good to have you here. How are you? How's it going? How have you been? How are you? What's chat up to? Yeah, what are you up to actually? Also, VL, if you want to, you can, join me and just chill while drawing. Just sketch with me. Maybe it's going to help too. That's another thing that really helps me, like watching other people draw. Because it's like, oh, that's cool. I'm going to draw too. Because it's like just getting me in the mood. You know what I'm saying? And hey, Ren, working on something? How have you been? Yeah, watching people draw does make me want to draw. That's why I hopped in well. That's cool. That's cool. I hope I'll be able to help you to get out of the art block. Yeah, been good. Just thinking about taking it a bit slow since exam coming. Yeah, that's cool. You know, that's actually really cool. That's a good idea. Exams are really important and they're going to drain a lot from you, especially stress wise. But also really take it slow, like limit the amount of stress you have on yourself, and try to do some pleasurable, a lot of pleasurable activities. It's going to help you to like limit the stress and unwind a little bit before the thing, but also like try to keep on memorizing things, like have a bit better balance, more accustomed to limiting the stress basically. That's what helped me with my Matura exam. Those were, yeah. Those were problematic and very stressful. But turns out like there wasn't anything to be stressed over. I mean, there was, because I failed math at first. Yeah, but that's actually scam buggy. A lot of like exam outcomes that I have were like barely under the bar, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've almost got to that top-notch art school. I was like 49th out of like 12,000 people trying to get in, just on that one like peculiar like area. And for first 40 people could go to the next exam. Like, imagine just 9 places. And with the math, I've received 29% out of 30. I'm so salty because of that, because I know it was probably something so stupid, like I didn't use the correct formula to fulfill the task, but I still, for example, got the proper, solution. Because that's actually how it works with the usual keys. Like, they are not allowing us to use our own formulas to receive the proper outcomes. They are like forcing us to use the formulas that they think are correct. Which actually a lot of people fight against when it comes to matura exams in Poland. Because it's actually up to the examiner if you pass or not. It's up to them. So if you, for example, even take like different political stance than them, they can just fail you just like that, which is a really unfair solution for this. And like, of course, like for the like closed questions, like A, B, C, D, right? They have the key, and basically a computer is just, marking all of the tests top to the bottom. But you have also open-ended questions, and you have to write things on your own. And that's where the problem starts to happen, because out of 40 points, the open-ended questions are usually like 12 points. So now they're like most of your grade. And yeah, same with what's with English. I have almost received 100% for both matura exams, because I was expanding my, I was advancing my English matura exam, right? So from the basic matura exam, I've received 97%. 3% away from 100. And for advanced matura exam from English, I've received 87, I think, if I remember right. And I've talked with my teacher, and she told me that they took away my points to receive 100% from both of those exams, because I've used American English and not British English. It's like, what's the difference? English is English. Like, British people are going to understand what you are talking about if you say fridge and not refrigerator. That seems so annoying. Yes, it is. And like, a lot of people are suffering because of that. But still, like, if I would want to go to like, bro, that's so dumb, yeah. Yeah. Like, seriously, and I could have like the highest possible grade from English in the entire Poland. Do you understand how actually huge that would be of an achievement? Like, I was still in like, what, top 10? Road is road, you drive where you want, exactly, Sega. In Britain, we drive on the left side of the road. In America, we drive on the right side of the road. In Russia, road is road. You drive where you want. Road, same road. It's literally same thing. They're just jealous about it, probably. But like, actually, a lot of people suffered because of that. And even like the Central Examination Committee, we drive on the left side because of swords. Yeah. Oh yeah, actually. there are no roads. Yeah. In Russia, there are no roads. Yes, exactly. It's like never-ending off-road. Oh my! In Poland too. In Poland, we also have like very messed up roads. Like it's just Swiss cheese. We're just driving on cheese. Those are just very cheesy roads. But yeah, that's that. And like a lot of people were actually talking about this, and Central Examination Committee even like made an official statement that in Polish, the English we are learning in the schools is designated to be British English, and that's why the I've never been to Poland, but I have had at least one good Polish friend. Oh yeah, yeah. But we just really like to, you know, just talk a lot about like how bad Poland is. But actually, it's not really that bad if you think about it. There are much worse countries than Poland. You only taught me one word in Polish. I'm sure you can guess what it is. Yeah, I know. Like, immediately. That's the only word that it's the very first one that we teach to people, I guess. Life gives you lemon, but in Poland, road gives you cheese. Yeah, bro. Starts with a K, right? Yeah, it does. It's very, but it's actually very multi-use word. You know what I'm saying? Like it's it's a very good word. So I've actually checked a little bit here and there, and there are a couple issues. Like because like we are also going to tomorrow we are going to play Saints Row, right? I've learned how I can fix one problem with Saints Row, which is that lagging of the entire stream. Because Saints Row is using DirectX 9 which I'm playing right now. Right, it's Saints Row the Third, because Saints Row the Third is having issues with DirectX 10 and 11. I still try to figure out how I can start using those DirectXs because I can. The problem is with Saints Row, which is crashing, and I've learned, and because of that, whenever I'm like expanding the thing, it's like lagging the whole stream because it's like popping up the window which is changing the PC's resolution. It's like forced resolution change to fit into DirectX 9 changes, right? So I've learned that I can actually turn it into window mode and just play in like border window, right? And I'll be able to do all those things that I was trying to do, right? So which is like I'll be able to outclick from the game and there will be no issues with, you know, shifting the game and so on. The thing is that I still wonder what the hell, what's going to work with the thing, you know? That's the main problem. It feels like I'm gonna scold you in your own language. It's always funny to me that when... Oh, sorry, I've missed you. It's always funny to me that whenever someone learns a new language, first word to learn is something like that. Feels like I'm gonna scold you in your own language. Yeah, but it's like, you know, I don't know. I think it's like just, you know, guys' very first like output, right? It's just guys will be guys, right? Boys will be boys. Because like I've noticed that girls are usually like trying to teach like, you know, what's your name and stuff, but it's the guys that are teaching slurs. Yeah. I have to admit, it's pretty cool, you know? It's pretty cool. And personally, like, we don't really have much, like, problems with, like, if someone is... Well, here's the thing. Like, we teach... Like, first word that we teach people in our languages are usually slurs. But then, like, people are starting to use those slurs in, like, everyday conversation. It kind of starts to, like, annoy most of people. I feel like most of Poles are not really looking for that. Like, it's kind of like, you know, oh, you are using that, cool, you know, because like it's going to fit any other situation. Well, there are multi-purpose. They're just more efficient and effective. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not that like, you know, we should fire off with like something difficult and just like teach people how to say, like, you know, tongue twisters or like very difficult names like Grzegorz Brzęczyszczykiewicz. Uh, so like freaking just imagine how like how wild it would be to just like try to teach people say something like this, right? Like, for example, but like when people are asking for that, the what? Yeah, exactly. It's a Polish name. So like first name is Grzegorz and last name is Brzęczyszczykiewicz. Uh yeah. And some people do have, some Poles do have difficulties in proper spelling of both of those things. I give up learning. Yeah, that's exactly that, you know. But they're like much easier, like stuff to learn. And to be fair, like a lot of people also notice that we have a lot of similarities to Japanese for some reason. Like for example, like because like I mean, at least with like the not necessarily like one to one, like they use same like words or anything, but they are using like the same like syllables, right? So like na for us it's like on, right? Like something is on, right? So like let's say something is on a table, right? So that's how we are using the na. But in Japanese you also have na, but it's just a syllable. It's not an actual word, I think. So yeah, that's basically it. Because we have kind of this like similar structure, we also like merge the like, you know, vowels with other letters, right? That's like basic concept, I guess, of the whole thing. But yeah, I can't wait because like I want to stream for a little bit right now, just to chill, and I think I'm going to record some Saints Row for, you know, for the future playing. I mean, for the future videos, because again, I'm going to this weekend. I'm going to do a lot of like, you know, rewatching the entirety of Lego Batman 100%ing I've recorded, because I like we've played the all of the stages on streams, but then to 100% it's like the best to, you know, just get things right. It's at the best to, how to say this, play on free play, right? Because you have possibility to change characters and stuff. And like I just want to make like videos that are going to kind of like show how I'm like finishing most of the like most of the things, but I need to edit it, you know, because I want to edit all those like things where I'm like stuck around somewhere because like I'm like just foolish, or that I've checked some you know, playthroughs, because yes, I did check playthroughs. I am not hiding it. I am a casual player. I just want to, if it's like easy to 100%, I want to do that, even at cost of me like watching someone else's like 100% playthroughs who just managed to figure it out. Also, I am forgetting a lot of like systems in the games. Kind of like, you know, oh, I'm going to learn those basic systems, like how to fight, guard, and stuff, and that's everything I need to finish the game. And later on, I'm like, why I can't finish this specific riddle? What's going on? What am I doing wrong? And it turns out that what I'm doing wrong is that I'm not using the correct system because I just forgot how to use it. Or I just forgot that it exists. Cool. Good. We use that word too, despite not being Polish. I think a lot of actually, I think it's like generally Slavic, but you are not Slavic either. But I think it came from came to your country through some historical events, basically. I guess. Yeah, it's a intellectual game after all. No, not really. It's not. Yeah, we're not Slavs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think it came from Slavic country to yours during some history events. But yeah, it's not like Lego games are not really intellectual, but they do have. So the thing is like I think I've also mentioned that on those videos like hi Sir Nico, glad to have you here. How are you? Hoping how's going? Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been, buddy? What you up to? I'm just chilling, you know, just resting. Came back from groceries, bought some onigiris, and I actually had a really nice onigiri with teriyaki chicken. And I kid you not, it was like really well balanced because the rice was already soaked in soy sauce. There was some peas, some carrots, a teriyaki chicken, of course. It was like really good. It was like fried rice in onigiri form. I also have salmon one. But yeah, when it comes to the Lego games, they're not really intellectual games. But they did made huge advancements when it comes to uh, things if you want 100% the game. Because I think they've made they are aiming to make the games more like on the E variant, right? Because like younger audience for Lego games are not going to really understand you know, basically I'm like they've made like very easy to pass through the basic game, right? Because everyone, right? So even the kids, but the kids are not going to understand the concept of 100%ing the game, so they are not going to chase after the 100%. That's why they've made 100%ing the game a little bit more challenging and a little bit more brain inducing, you know what I mean? So that's why I had some difficulties with certain things, because I was so focused on the simplicity of the Lego games that I totally forgot that I have to like genuinely hug every single wall and just, you know, do all those things, right? And there was a moment where I had to actually hug a wall and jump with high jumping character to notice a place where I actually had to jump into to get one thing. So it wasn't that obvious, right? So those things actually are kind of requiring your brain to work, but it's not like those are still games for kids, right? but still pretty cool to chill. But if you want to 100% it, you can't chill. I was just playing the game while I was constantly chilling, so that's that. Thank God I'm eating right now, so I'm not getting hungry listening to you. Yeah. Also, I can't wait to taste it. Taste the salmon onigiri that I've got. Like, damn, I can't wait. Um, I'm just trying to, chill a little bit with those. So yeah, after that I'm going to try to record GTA 5 Enhanced Edition. Received it for free on Epic some time ago. I finally have a context to play through. Is that a cat like pose? Yeah, kind of. But we are making a werewolf, so like it's going to be kind of like ironic because hey, look, it's a werewolf, but it's posing like a cat. Cool, in it. But yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Tomorrow. Yeah. It's like 안녕. You know what I mean? Okay, holy cow. Sorry. I'm sorry for that. Oh my. Also, I think I've got a bit better how to say this? I've got bit better construction now that I'm after I've attempted the 3D model. So yeah. Also, I can't wait because yesterday we've finished up making. What we finished up doing? Oh yeah, the silhouette for most of the races for our game. We just need to make a bunch of similar elements. You know what I'm saying? We just need to make 2 more of those, and we'll be able to start like making sketches for rest for other 5 because we did finish humans. We need to color them. I've decided that that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to still color those. Also, I think this should go slightly lower than this. Like that. Yeah. And we have... Okay, I need to check it again. I'm always forgetting. Okay, the inner ankle is higher than the outside one. Okay, so that's it. There we go. Yeah. Can't wait for GTA 6. I'm definitely going to try to record it. I'm hoping that my copy is not going to be held up because I've got the pre-order, right? So I'm really hoping that it's not going to be held up or stolen by the freaking courier. It's not happening in Poland, at least I didn't heard of it. Maybe in those huge cities, but I'm not in a huge city. But you never know. Like, imagine someone is actually going to figure out that it's GTA 6, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, for furries, yeah, for furries, there's a little bit more things to do. Because you kind of have to fairies or furries. For furries, you have to like map out how the head shape is going to deform based off of the you know, based off of the nozzle. Head should be slightly shorter, like this. Okay. And ears, which are going to be here. From the stance, they look more like a pony furry. Nah. I mean, I see what you mean, but I'm like, nah, please don't do this to me. Also, werewolves are furries. Correct me if I'm wrong. Exactly. Kutsik. Oh no, they're weaponizing my own language against me. Okay, the muzzle needs to be slightly shorter because it's going to be a dog, right? For now, it looks like a donkey, so we need to like actually like shorten it, maybe to like this level. Alrighty. And we want this, you know, typical for dogs. You know, split here. I can't believe that we're ending up drawing a furry. I don't think it was even expected to be made because of the thing. Because we were supposed to draw a werewolf. But werewolves are nothing else than a furry. Fix me if I'm right. Correct me if I'm right. Holy, okay. You kind of got it though. Okay, since it's fast, I just need to copy and paste the eye so I wouldn't have to, fight with it. There are no laws against furries, Batman. There are no laws against Pokemons, Batman. I've got a low bounty. Oh my. Imagine. Okay, and we're drawing a woman anyway, so I've got some message. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was waiting for this. Okay, that's cool. Because I'm going to apply to a national course to become a accountant. Just expand my capabilities to make it easier to find a job, right? And yes, I do have a lot of things already, but it's never too late, I guess, considering that I'm not finding a job that quickly as I would want to. So several possibilities, opportunities, fields might seem good. And the course is pretty cool, pretty good. So that's that. It's going to be also quite, quite good. You know what I mean? So I'm going to just enroll and that's that. I guess it's going to be good enough to like, just combat with things. I'm still getting like message after message. Whatever. I just needed a goddamn link why people are messaging me more than what I've asked for. Please stop. Oh my. Do you also get this? Like, being like constantly like spammed with new messages, even that you've just asked them to send you one little thing? Like, I know it's like a common courtesy to like just talk, I guess, but you know. All right. Okay. This. Let's get rid of that because that's the shoulder. So I don't know why I've made the a give shoulder the thing. All right, so we have that. So let's make a thing here. Wait a minute. Something is no yes. Right? Yeah, because the belt is going to be a bit bumped up here. And it's supposed to. We can do this. this. Okay, now it looks better. And we're going to make this, you know, merge here to make it into more of a cape than anything else. Or like a tunic, actually. So the tunic is cool. And now, yeah, let's just make like a, yeah. So I don't know how fast I'll be able to finish GTA 5. I know that, for example, I'll be able to, for let's say, record several episodes of it, right? So that, and in total, it could be like several episodes, like pre-recorded, kind of, and just getting posted here and there. But I also kind of want to know what you think while the playthrough, right? Like, oh, if you do this, this, and that, right? I know that a lot of people actually suffered if they when they weren't really, you know, like kind of recording it almost. So I think like pre-recording like 3 episodes should be good enough to like start with something, and we will just, you know, work out our way. Because I do have some knowledge about GTA 5 anyway. Like I've just seen people play it, and that's it. I have never really played it myself because I've seen people recording it several times, and I just knew the lore basically. But I want to have like a nice, you know, connection. Of course, with GTA 5, I'll have to introduce censorship for some words. All right. So I hope you won't really mind, because even though like I'm on YouTube, I've got it like set to be like not suited for a younger audience, right? Not suited for kids. YouTube is still going to like force you. Like they don't care. So that's the, you know, that's the thing. I just hope that you won't really mind me having to censor the game because of some scenes or basically words that are getting dropped just because of the YouTube. Yeah, hold on, hold on, hold on. It should be like this. Yeah. And now this can drop like this and just continue here. Cool. Perfect. Okay. And yeah, and the pants. works well. Okay, that's nice. That's exactly what I wanted. We just need a slightly better thing here. Nice. But yeah, I also want to start recording Davis's Art Academy. Finally get to it. I've got the scenarios. I just need to like get myself to it. Like the first video would be like some pilot episode that would like explain all the like stuff like connected with psychology behind art basically, and why people are kind of like deeming themselves for burnout and other things basically, and kind of why those things exist, because there's like a wide variety of research to even look through. It's just kind of connected with the fact that we don't want to be forced to things, as even if we force ourselves, especially if we're trying to force ourselves, because it's even more like, you know, understandable that we are getting forced to do the thing by our brain, and that is kind of like just, you know, making us not want to do the thing even more, ending up actually not doing the thing. And yeah, that's basically it. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to make her like I'm going to make her like more fantasy like, but you know. Right? And let's get this. Okay, let's give her like just 3 beans and that's it. Kind of like, you know, making her a mix between human. Okay. I'm trying to figure out the hands too. So sorry. Also sorry that I'm not speaking much. Yeah. Okay, hold on slightly differently. Like this. Okay. Now it works. Need to fix the fingers too. There's a bunch of things that you kind of have to, keep on doing, same. When it comes to the artwork itself. Just like that. Perfect. And actually, I didn't even save this artwork yet. If something would happen with my internet, it all, or rather, if something would happen to my PC or like just electricity, everything would just, disappear. Everything that we just drew right now. All right. No, that doesn't work. But that does. This does. What? I'm having a stroke, Unyo. Also, those are way too tightly fitting, I guess. Here. And same kind of here. Right. This. Okay. I guess it works. So there's our werewolf. You know. Damn. Oh, dearest gracious. Okay, so we've actually done this, and let's reevaluate. Actually, I really like how the character is constructed. I think there's something wrong with the arms, but at the same time, I think it's good. And the issue actually with the arms comes from the fact that there's like a cape on them. So I'm going to ignore that. Length of the torso seems different for me. I don't know why, but there's something going on with that. You know? Yeah, there's something wrong with that. I don't want. Well, I don't want to say something wrong because it would be like, just in general, kind of foolish of me to really say. But yeah, there's something going on with it. Mm, just adding some details, I guess. But I did have a nice, I did have a lot of fun playing. Um, how's it? How's this thing called? Playing a Dragon Sword yesterday. But yeah, so yeah, that's that. Actually, we've made a really cool sketch. I really like it. In general, I really like how fast we are capable to make those sketches, and I do feel like at some point we'll be able to actually come back to the idea I've had, which is just making random sketches and that's it. Like anime characters and whatnot. Also, I really like the concept that you can finally see how often I'm changing my tools and how I'm exactly operating with the tools and what are the settings for my tools. Even though I would really want you to be able to focus on the artwork itself, I also understand that you might, for example, prefer like this view rather than this view, you know what I'm saying? But I can still do it like that if you would want to, you know? I think it's like cool idea because it's not really okay. There is like a bunch of things at the bottom. That's why I'm kind of like using it like this. And yeah, so I do think that we might be able to like start making bunch of different like sketches and whatever. Although I do need to like work on a randomizing tool. Yeah, I need to work a little bit on the randomizing tool. Because I need to redo the whole thing from scratch, kind of, and just get get with it. I guess not really a bad idea. And also I'm going to allow myself for a little bit more time, but it is actually really cool grade. I really like the how I've done the eyes. I really like a lot in here. The main issue I have is actually the length of the body itself. Like, for example, like how like the stomach area here, how small the stomach area is, you know. Also, I need to make sure that, because like our bodies are not that the necks are in the center of it, right? Our necks are actually going like this with the spine. Our necks are the spine, so we are going with it like this, right? So that's how the necks should go. So if this is our, you know, torso, which is going to be kind of like bent forwards at the bottom, like our neck goes like this, and here's our head, right? Because like in general, the neck is coming in at the back face of our skull here, right? You have like this sector here, and it's like entering into the skull, and that's where the brain is connected, right? And then we have like the eyes here, and that's where everything starts, right? Because there's the skull, nose, the jaw, right? And then there you have mandibles here, and you have the lower jaw, and it goes like that, right? Give or take, that's the simplified version. So you can see how and why actually it goes. So actually, I need to change the way how the necks are entering the torso and the head, and where the placement of that is. And actually, our shoulders are slightly to the side because they're like this. And there are like scapulas, which are like connected with the shoulder thing here. And there you have the clavicle bone, right? Which is also connecting here, creating this like, and both the scapula and the clavicle bone are connected together. And that's where the shoulder is connected to. And it goes like this. And then you have a pelvis bone, which is like this. It's just going straight down. And actually, it's kind of similar case like with the arms. Actually, the realistically, the thigh joint is like slightly bent, right? So if we are going to make like proper thigh joint, like sure, it's going to merge here, but the leg itself is going to be here. And that's where the rest of the leg is going to go through. That's actually how, like, realistically the skeleton is structured, right? And that's exactly what I'm like, how much I need to change the construction of my. It won't really be that hard, I think. It won't really be that hard. Yeah. But yeah, folks. Anyway, as always, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care.